Gives me the mental reverb, and I have the musical reverb to go along with it. So let's see how it happens. This one's for LeBron James, who got me into wine. Thank you. Will I be there when you finally land? 'Cause I've been looking up into the sky. You're low on fuel, it seems. I hope you're not a dream, 'cause I've been staying up late every night. I don't wanna wait forever, but I will try. If you ask me now, I don't know why, but I'll be here up all night. Will I be there when you finally land? 'Cause I've been looking up into the sky. You're low on fuel, it seems. I hope you're not a dream, 'cause I've been staying up late every night. I don't wanna wait forever, but I will try. If you want me now, I don't know why. And if you're coming down, I'll be there when you crash. I'll always be right by your side. But will you be on mine?
Thank you. Joel
Cheers.
Jerome, everybody. Now, if you're just now joining us, welcome to Jam Happy Hour featuring Joel Jerome today. And that one you just heard was the most recent release, just put out in September, and kind of is jump starting this new project and super exciting stuff he's got in store. So again, make sure that you're keeping tabs on all the socials that we're linking throughout today. And do you want to talk a little bit about like that song and then maybe like why that song is what's leading into everything else you've got going on?
Yeah, I'm not really sure why it's the song we picked, although it's one of my favorites from the record. Um, and I've gotten a lot of good feedback on it from friends and people that I trust who really react to it positively. So I just, it just seemed right. Plus, unlike other records that I've had, this record is pretty stripped down, and a little more moodier here and there. And that song for me pretty much sets you up for the rest of the record. I feel so. It starts off the record, and it pretty much is the first single for that reason too. Just to
Yeah.
kind of like, this is what you should expect from the record as far as the energy and vibe. So that's why we sort of kind of went with it.
Love it. Like for me, the message I take from that song, it's like that moment or all the moments that are combined when you're like either waiting for someone, even if you don't know if it's going to turn out okay, like someone that isn't ready or doesn't know how to like even reflect on themselves and love themselves, and you want to almost like piece that situation and that person together so it'll be okay. That's what I take from it, but I'm curious like what mindset you were in when you wrote it.
Well, yeah, it's the vibe it gave to me when I just played the music, and the lyrics are kind of written towards it were just about, yeah, unconditional love first and foremost, but how like it's hard to do that and be patient and kind of wait and not know kind of like whether to step in and fix it or step back and let it fix itself or something, whatever it is, but like either way, kind of living with that result until something changes. So just kind of waiting around for it. It could kind of mean a lot of different things. When I was writing it, I didn't have a specific narrative in mind, but it just gave me this feeling of that sort of yearning and sort of waiting and frustrated, patiently waiting for something or someone to change or something to change, and just that sort of, I don't know, nighttime thought, like to try to like understand it all and give yourself some energy to keep doing, to keep waiting, to have the unconditional love still there, because that's tough. Sometimes you just take things personally, or just like give up or whatever. But for the right thing, right person, right situation, it's just good to just be there unconditionally, like your dog, like
Yes.
little pets do.
No, I think that song it resonates and is going to resonate with so many people because like everyone can take their specific message and their own meaning from that song. We've all been there in one way or another, even if we were that person and didn't realize it till later on. That's the coolest thing about music, in my opinion, is whether the artist had the intent to portray that specific message that people are taking. Everyone can take a message in whatever way they think is right. So
Yeah, I
that's the
agree, and
coolest
and the
part.
lyrics can definitely kind of fill you in on something. But for me, for a lot of these songs, all the lyrics are written after the music was written, so the music kind of gave me the vibe and what it would feel like. So it might trigger something else for somebody, but sort of in that vein, musically. But the lyrics definitely do kind of lead you a certain way when you listen to them and what they're saying. But
Right.
yeah, it seems pretty universal. Like I sort of wrote it for like the world, like that way, so people can all like interpret it the way they want to and just have at it.
Now, has that always been the case in terms of like having the instrumentals or like the overall vibe and then having the lyrics come afterwards? Because I know you've been doing albums, you've been creating music for the public eye at least for like a decade plus. So I'm just wondering if that's evolved at all for you or if you've kind of kept that same sort of style going.
This record in particular is way different than anything else I've done. So I wrote all these songs in the period of 2 weeks, and I normally don't do any. I don't do that. I write like a song at a time, and I have my own studio, so I record that and then jump around from thing to thing. And so I write songs in a whole lot of different ways. It's I've never been a lyrical guy like it. I'm not a writer type of dude. I'm more of a visual kind of musical,
Mm-hmm.
oral aural type of dude. But in this instance, I just challenged myself to write the songs and write the lyrics in one night, or at least a song a night with lyrics included. So this instance, I did let the vibe of the song or what it made me kind of think of immediately to kind of drive what the lyrics would be about. And that's pretty much only happened on this record. So it's a pretty interesting record to me. It's a different way to do it, but it was cool. It was a really enlightening. I've been doing it for a long time, like longer than that. It's like 20 years plus. It's like having and getting different ways to be inspired is awesome because sometimes you just kind of go through the motions and do things the same way all the time. So this was a special way. It all came out pretty organically, and so the lyrics did too, but as a result of the music.
So cool. Now, talking about inspiration, I have to double back because, like, right before you just performed When You Land, you were talking about how LeBron got you into wine, or was the inspiration, but what the heck? Can't just drop that on us and then not explain.
I mean, that's a little tongue in cheek. I've been, I like wine. I'm not necessarily a wine person because my partner doesn't drink, so like it doesn't really make me drink too much either. You know what I mean? If like your partner doesn't drink, you kind of don't do it either. But
Yeah.
I like the fact that LeBron, as the older he gets, and now he's in his mid 30s or whatever, late 30s, he switched over to wine. He just loves it, does it every day. He's really a big fan of it. So it made me kind of appreciate it too when I have it. So that's why I really appreciate you guys sending it to me because it's a special day when I can have some wine and mixed with music. It's great. But it was more of a nod to my Laker love because I'm a big Laker fan from LA, born and raised.
Okay. Yeah.
And Hawthorne is where I spend most of my days. And
All right.
I grew up like 5 minutes from the Forum, so that's where the Lakers played in the '80s, and all that winning happened. So it got to me young. So that's just a shout out to the Lakers. Maybe Jeannie Buss will listen to this and like hook me up with some courtside seats, so it's not just Flea representing LA music. Not that I mind. He's a good fan. I appreciate that. But let's go beyond the Chili Peppers and see what else is out there and give me a courtside seat maybe.
See, I was the Sacramento Kings. I was partial to the Kings back when it was the Lakers and the Kings head to head.
Sorry about that.
Why does LeBron, why does he wear high socks, do you think? Joel?
No idea. I know he wears a lot of like body armor now. I mean, he's a big dude and he spends millions of dollars on his body. I'm sure it's part of his routine somehow. I don't know. I mean, it's still working if he's 19 years into the season, into his basketball career, and is still as good as he is. It's pretty amazing to see something like that every day.
I think it's because his calves can't handle the heat.
We handled them 2 years ago, though. That's for sure.
That's fair. Okay, now you take a
5'1".
sip,
Was it
Joel.
5'1", 2, 16? I can't 14. I can't remember. I mean, maybe this year though. This year's looking good because the Heat.
Anything could happen.
I would like that. The Heat Lakers this year rematch, with the Heat actually being a better team, like a good team. Like I would love to see that. Good luck.
Well, cheers to everyone. Let us know in the comments. Are you Team LeBron or who do you root for typically? Where are you tuned in from? Let us know. In the meantime, Joel, what do you say we do 2 songs back to back?
Sounds good.
Right.
All right. If I love myself too much, well, I know when to stop. Or will I deny myself forever? There's a time and place for thought, but it's never before you talk. Well, you know it's time to be quiet. Don't you know it's time to listen? I'm afraid I don't hear you anymore. I'm afraid I don't hear you at all. Will I ever hear you say the words, I was wrong? Guess it's not right now, and I'm finding out it's never. I'm afraid I don't hear you anymore. I'm afraid I don't hear you at all. It's so hard to block out all the noise. Will it ever stop? Or am I gonna hear it forever? I will look into the space between all of my thoughts. Will I find it there? Will I know it where? Will it come to me in a dream, or will it be right here, really crystal clear? Will it only be a moment, or will it be for years? Will it stop my fears? Will it bring me tears? Will I only know it when it's here? I'm afraid I don't hear you anymore. I'm afraid I don't hear you at all. I'm afraid I don't hear you anymore. I'm afraid I don't hear you at all. I'm afraid I don't hear you anymore. I'm afraid I don't hear you at all. If I love myself too much, will I know when to stop? Let's see, I Know It's Late is the next song. Let's see. This one's got really good strings on it, done by Lena Myers Ionita on the record. I'm really happy that she got to do that. But it's pretty much just acoustic guitar, so it's going to sound like this. And there's another way I know, but I've already gone this far. There's probably not much left to go. I know, I know. I'm gonna do a different key. I'm gonna call an audible. Here we go. And there's another way I know, but I've already gone this far. There's probably not much left to go. I know, I know. You follow everywhere I go, through all the rain and through the snow. But we will get there soon, I hope, I hope, I hope. I don't see light up ahead. It gets so dark right away. I won't stay still. I have to scale to the top. I'm almost there. I can taste the air. And finally everything is clear. I have no worries and no fears. At At least that's what I will believe. For me, for me. And finally everything is clear. I have no worries and no fears. At least that's what I will believe. For me, for me. I won't see light up ahead. It gets so dark right away. I won't stay still. I have to scale to the top. I'm almost there. I cannot stop until I reach the very top. I'll keep on climbing till I drop.
Woo-hoo. Cheers. Joel Jerome, everybody. Okay, by the way, so for everyone that's tuned in right now, he's playing all these songs that are going to be on the 2022 release over the course of this Jam Happy Hour. But also earlier I was checking out your merch, and I'm like obsessed with the Joel Jerome boombox tee. It looks so I love t-shirts that are kind of just straight to the point. They have a little graphic, and it looks really cool. So for everyone that is watching, check out all the merch on the Bandcamp site. But then is it available on any other platform?
I think that's it for now. Oops,
Cool.
Let me take this off. Yeah, I think that's it for now. Bandcamp's the easiest way to do it nowadays. But maybe once the record comes out, I'm sure they'll use some other ways to get it. But yeah, Bandcamp's great. It's all my music and merch. So it's all in one place.
Who is it? You who does most of like the illustrations for the covers for your different releases and vinyls and whatnot? Because all those, the different like styles and the different illustrations for the covers, so cool.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. I'm a DIY kind of dude, so I kind of do a lot of that too. I mean, there's a few friends of mine, actually, talented friends, that take me to do some photos. Like Betsy Winchell, who did my last record, Psychedelic Thrift Store Folk. She took the photo. Great photographer. Julia Brokaw, another really great photographer, took my photo for this record. But I try to have a say in the design, and if anything's hand drawn, it's usually me, because I grew up drawing first before playing music. So I kind of figure, put myself to work and do that, because it's got to be done one way or another.
Yeah.
So yeah, mostly if it's a quick animation, it's usually me.
Oh, sweet. And do you have like all the like supplies already on hand? Do you have like pastels and like paint and crayons and colored pencils, or do you kind of just sketch it out with like a pen on a napkin?
No, I'm a 21st century boy. I use my iPad Pro because I just, it's right there. It's available, and I can. It's amazing. I think I walked into Best Buy once and like it was on display, and I used the pen and started drawing something. I was like, oh man, this is too easy, and there's no waste, and I can just do whatever. So I'm a technology guy too, so I don't mind going new school for it. Plus, it's going to end up on the web, so it's pretty seamless, and it's a whole new world, or brand new world, right? Sorry,
Brand new, yeah.
Sorry.
Okay, you're like kind of convincing me, because I'm the type of person, I love writing things out. It kind of sticks it in my brain, but I've been thinking to get, there's like the Apple pen or pencil or whatever that you can use, because I have just my notebooks and like notes all over, but I feel wasteful too.
I mean, you know what? There's no perfect way. Trust me. When I got it, I'm like, oh, everything's going on the iPad now. I'm going to do everything on the iPad. It's going to be so organized. Now, I still write it on everything that's available, because you don't have your iPad. You don't have the pen. It's not charged.
It's dead,
It's always something. You know what I mean? But when I know I'm going to get to do like a drawing, I'm going to put a nice little, audiobook on and have something to drink maybe, and just get to work there. But I try to take notes anywhere I can. It's just one of those things. It's nothing's around when you need it anyways.
So, for those of you just now joining us, welcome to Jam Happy Hour featuring Joel Jerome. We just did 2 songs back to back. So, Joel did Time to Be Quiet, and then the last one was I Know It's Late. And you said for the album that's coming out next year, the strings were done by, you said your friend, was it Lena Myers, Anulita?
Lena Myers Ionita. I've known her as Lena Geronimo. That was probably her stage name. But her band Feels. She does cool stuff, but she's also a multi-instrumentalist, but she does string work, and she does that. She'll put strings on your music, and she came through and did some. I wanted strings all over the record, but we didn't have time or the budget probably to do it all, so I picked a couple that really I thought would benefit from it. And the last song is pretty stark and like
Yes.
a little bit. There's a lot of empty spaces and stuff, so she really kind of filled up and added some of the ambiance with her string. She's not just like classically trained, but she's also creative and like
Yeah.
can just figure out the sound, whether it's something traditional sounding or whatever it is. She just does whatever sounds good and
Yeah.
finds something cool. So I love, when I can, collaborating with people that do stuff like, especially the stuff I can't do, because if I can do it, I'll try it. But strings, it's not anybody just can't do it. So I was really stoked to get her on the record and her
Yeah.
liking the songs. I want to do that, and
Well, that song.
I want to give her as
mean,
much
that-
love as possible because she should be
Yeah.
she should be hired by anybody because they want to play the strings. She does a great job.
That song just stood out so much to me. It has this like Spanish sound. It was like the string work.
Right.
It's like that flamenco sort of string work that is so unique and kind of can just transport your mind to
She
Spain. or-
definitely like added to that ambiance, which is what I thought. That was what I wanted. So she kind of knocked it
So
out of the park.
cool.
It was great.
Heck yeah. Well, shout out to you, Lena.
Lena.
Lena. Sorry.
Lena. I mean, it's like that one Billy Joel song, but it's not spelled the same way. But it's Lena. Yeah, I believe.
Lena. Shout out to you. You did great. All right. Cheers, Joel. Cheers,
Cheers to you
everyone.
guys.
All right. So we're at like the halfway point. Now I was thinking, I know that you had 8 lined up. So if you
Just in
wanted to
case.
try and squeeze them all in so that people get like the full preview, we can do whatever. You tell me.
I mean, unless you have any other hard-hitting questions, I can just, if I can do whatever. But I can also just play through. It's good for me to play some of these songs, but they're all from the record. I'm not doing anything not on the record, so it's pretty fun for me.
Yeah.
These are all new.
Yeah, let's
So
do it.
I'm really at your, whatever you need, I'll do. I'm a Mexican. I'll make it happen.
I say let's hear it all. Like I want to hear it. I think
Okay.
everyone else does.
Cool.
Awesome.
So should I just do them in order, or just like still stop in between or whatever?
We can do, so let's see, that would leave us with 5 more. So maybe you want to do however many, like 2 in a row or 3 in a row, and then we can chat a little, and then you do the
Gotcha.
rest.
Right, and then 2 more. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm stoked.
All right, let's see what happens. This one is called Falling Star, and it's written sort of in the style of some of the 70s Latin pop stuff that I grew up listening to on the radio, where my mom had records and stuff. But it's just a very basic sounding song. But that's the inspiration, and it's going to be my first video that we're going to be doing soon, so I'm pretty excited. It's going to be pretty cool. It references Juan Gabriel, which is one of my favorite artists of all time, very big Latin American artist, and the video will be in his honor. But this song is called Falling Star. Let's see. Okay. You're my falling star. I don't know who you are. You're just much too far away from me. I think of you all the time. Imagine you are mine. Waiting for the time you let me near you, dear. Near you, dear. I know this has to be real. The way you make me feel. wrong with me, but I don't mind. As long as you're my baby, I'll be your man, you can be my baby. I just wanna wake up next to you. I wanna live our lives together, hold you tight and close forever. Have a child and name them after you. I wonder if you know, I wonder if it shows. You probably don't have a clue how much I love you. We're better off this way, I'd rather not have to say, and have you break my heart if you don't feel the same. As long as you're my baby, I'll be your man, you can be my lady. I just wanna wake up next to you. I wanna live our lives together, hold you tight and close forever. Have a child and name them after you. You're my falling star, I don't know who you are. You're just much too far away from me. Think of you all the time, wonder when you'll be mine. Waiting for the time you let me near you, dear. Near you, dear. As long as you're my baby, be a man, you can be my lady. I just wanna wake up next to you. Wanna live our lives together, hold you tight and close forever. Have a child and name them after you. Let's do one called Give It Up. Another one of my favorites from the record, maybe? We'll see. See how it goes. So I might sail into the edge, but that's alright. Finally see the sun. I don't have all the things that I want, but I won't know for sure till the end. No, I won't know for sure till the end. Never gonna give it up, never gonna settle up and walk away. Never gonna give it up, even if I never make it all the way. but I can't blame anybody else for the things that I do to myself when I don't play the game that they want, when I don't play the games that they want, when I don't play the game like they want. Never gonna give it up, never gonna settle up and walk away. Never gonna give it up, even if I never make it all the way. An old man, I woke up from the dream, but I can't go right back to sleep. And I know that I won't be again what I thought I needed to be, 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 what I thought I needed to be. Okay, then the last one here in 3-hit block will be a song called Nobody Like You. Kind of like written like my boy Neil, Uncle Neil, style of Uncle Neil Young, but it'll probably sound more like Velvet Underground because I just watched the documentary. It's pretty cool. Pretty good, pretty good. Pretty good. All right. Ain't nobody like you, ain't nobody like you. Ain't nobody like you, ain't nobody like you. Though you don't do the time, and you know it's mine. Get what you want, but I don't know how. My one desire, the object of my fire, is the past and the future of my life. Though I'm trying hard, it seems that I don't. And I feel way too much to cry. And I'm finding out that it doesn't pay to smile. Finding out is always hard. Ain't nobody like you, ain't nobody like you. Ain't nobody like you, ain't nobody like you. Nobody like you, ain't nobody like you. Ain't nobody like what I like. There's a plan that I chase, but I don't think I will race. 'Cause I know somehow I'll be at the finish line. I deserve all that I've got, though I know it's not a lie. But it keeps me in my steady state of mind. Yes, it keeps me in my steady state of mind. Yeah, it keeps me in my steady state of mind. Though I'm trying hard, I know it seems that I don't. And I feel way too much to cry. And I'm finding out that it doesn't pay to smile. Finding out is always hard. 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 Ain't nobody like you, ain't nobody like you. Ain't nobody like you, ain't nobody like you. Nobody like you, ain't nobody like you. Ain't nobody like what I like.
Woo! Thank you. Joel Jerome, everybody. And those three are, again, they're coming off of what has yet to be released, and that's going to be coming to you, to your speakers or car speakers, shower speakers, whatever speakers, or AirPods, I don't know, in 2022. So make sure, keep tabs on what's happening on the socials in terms of everything Joel Jerome. And in the meantime, you can check out everything that already exists. One of the songs that we heard today, Falling Star, is the first video, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be
So
the
cool.
one we chose for the first video. Gonna shoot it. It's kind of cool. I got a friend of mine doing my body double, and she's a dancer, so there's some
Okay.
dance moves. So I needed a body double, and she's gonna take care of that. So it's gonna be cool, and a very talented director, Min. She's gonna be behind the scenes, and it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be fun times.
Love it. Now, I also saw something on your Instagram page that was pointing other musicians in the direction of taking a survey that has to do with the UMAW.
Yeah,
Do you want to
UMA.
talk a little bit about that
Yeah,
before we head
for
into
sure.
the last two?
Yeah, that's it's a new musicians union that was started during COVID. A few musicians around the country got together and decided we needed something that represented us, represented there's a musicians union now that I think represents classical music and maybe another one, but nothing that kind of represents the music that's a little more, everyone else basically.
Yeah.
So I'm doing some work with them. During COVID, it struck me as well with a lot of people, but how there's no real safety net for musicians if stuff like this happens, and how undervalued music is in general. I mean, it was proven how valuable it was because Spotify and Netflix and stuff like that, like their valuations went through the roof during
Right.
COVID because people were using those platforms a whole lot to kind of fill in the cultural void, I guess, from seeing people. And it's just important, that it's obvious that it's a big part of the culture, but like the musicians, the creators don't really benefit from that.
Yeah.
So we do a lot of work that deals with the streaming issues, it deals with maybe label issues, it deals with just other labor issues with musicians. So it's a new thing. We're getting our stuff together, building a foundation, becoming, I think, incorporated very soon as a nonprofit. So that's exciting. I'm on the steering committee, so I represent the streaming. So there's some subcommittees. It's a really cool thing. I would really suggest a lot of musicians just want to learn more about what's happening and why it's happening would join, and if they want to kind of participate in making things better, changing it. we could use all hands on deck. But it's right now it's just blossoming, it's flowering. I'm glad to see a lot of like-minded musicians who are in a tough spot trying to get together and using our anger and our frustration and channeling it towards action. And
Yes.
so that's what we're mostly about. Yeah.
Well, I'm so appreciative for you and all the musicians that have continued to, put music out over the past basically 2 years. Like, this is such a crazy time for everyone, and I can't really imagine a way we would have all scathed through the way we have without these amazing creative forces such as yourself. So
I appreciate that. Thank you.
yeah. And you should check out what we partner with too. Joel and everyone that's watching, it's the Sweet Relief Musicians Fund. And once a month we partner with them. Final Friday show is what we do. And we partner with Sweet Relief, and we've been able to provide so many grants to musicians through the past like 11 or so shows that we've done. And it's really awesome. Just the support of musicians,
Yeah, we're undervalued. It's a little bit undervalued, and I kind of want to bring more attention to that because people seem to. The old thing was like people pay more for a cup of coffee than they would for a downloaded song, and that's just not right.
Right.
A lot of people can't make a living off of things they should be able to make a living off of. So,
Right.
I appreciate that. But yeah, but there's a lot of work to be done. Hopefully, other musicians around the net. It's a national organization, so hopefully, other musicians want to like find out about it. They can reach out to me or just go to UMA. Google UMA, you'll find it, and we actually have a new member meeting coming up on the 4th and the 7th, so I'll shut that out. So if anyone wants to join, they can contact me, and I can lead them into to the meetings. But I'm excited about it, and I think it's important. So I need to take action. That's what I'm doing.
Heck yeah. So yeah, if you're a musician, you're watching, you can venture over to Joel's Instagram. We've been linking it, and in the bio of the Instagram page, you're gonna find the Linktree link, and then over there you can make your way. I think it's like the second link on that site to head over to the Fair Compensation Music Survey page, and then you can fill that out. But
yeah, that actually survey is about. We're trying to get information. It's like I'm in an LA local part of the UMA, so I kind of like focus on LA issues, but it's a nationwide survey about what people's experiences are in the business and what they get paid, and so we can gather data information and see how people are being exploited and what exactly is going on there. So really appreciate people to sign in or to just take the survey real quickly. It's anonymous. We just need information to kind of know how to help people the best.
And speaking of music and listening to music, there is 2 weeks from today. I think today's the 3rd, right? You said the 17th?
Yes.
You
The 17th
have-
of November.
What's happening on the 17th, Joel?
I have a Christmas single coming out. 2 years in a row now. It's officially a tradition. It's going to be a cover of John Lennon's, what was it, Happy Christmas. Happy Christmas, COVID is over. The original is called Happy Christmas, War is over. And obviously it doesn't mean war is over. It's just like a hope that if people get, work together, we can end war. So hopefully that's the same vibe people can catch with the Christmas, Happy Christmas, COVID is over. Let's work together to eradicate it.
All right. So 2 weeks from today, make sure you keep an eye out. Before we head into these last two songs, Joel, what's a horse's favorite Beatles song?
Okay, I give up.
Hey Jude.
You're probably right. I was going to say Rocky Raccoon because maybe they're friends or something. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. That's good too. I'll take a sip for that.
By the way,
It's a
good
good
wine.
response.
I really do like it. I'm going to finish the whole bottle
Hey, thanks,
before
Joel.
it gets dark, so we'll see. I go, I'll, warn my partner about that.
Well, if
But
the two of you
appreciate it.
ever want to make your way up north to Napa, where we're at, we'll pour you all the stuff we've got. We got a lot of new wines too here.
I
at
heard that's a
Tasting
good
Room.
date destination, right? To go up there and do
Yes.
some wine tasting.
Yeah,
I
and
guess
we have
I'm
a
of
heavy
that age.
pour,
Yeah.
so
All
you know
right, cool.
we got you.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. So Joel Jerome, everybody, thank you for tuning in. We've got 2 songs left, and he's gonna get right into it. You ready, Joel?
Yeah.
Cheers.
Do I know who I am? Do I know where I should stand? Is my faith set in stone? Do we all end up alone? In the end, when we go to the comfort of our home, will we know what to say to ourselves on that day? There's a feeling that I find I could never leave behind. The more I think, the more I try, the less I ever find out why. Do I know who I am? Do I know where I should stand? Is my fate set in stone? Do we all end up alone? 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 I'm just glad that I had all the fun that I could have, 'cause you know it won't last, and it always goes too fast. And although we'll explode into stardust like before, no regrets, no remorse, 'cause we made it home, of course. And we know that it flows from our heads down to our toes. No regrets, no remorse, 'cause we made it home. 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 Cool. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it very much. I get to play these songs, and it's a good day for me. This is the last song, and it's the last song on the record, so fitting. And this goes out to Seth for his birthday, my friends at Hawthorne, all my friends around the world. Thank you for being my friend. Maybe I'll do this a capo too. This is called Everybody Come On. Everybody love me, yeah, come on. Nobody will ever beat me, come on. If all my fans are lazy, I'll still play the show for you, maybe. If my own mom won't sing my songs, life will go on for me, baby. Everybody love me, yeah, come on. Pre-sale doesn't matter, come on. Now I'm rethinking my future. Will I turn into a moocher? If all my dreams don't come true, were they for me or were they for you? Everybody know me, yeah, come on. Don't pretend you haven't heard, yeah, come on. If you feel like I'm a failure, you must be a big drug inhaler. I don't exactly know where I belong, but I keep moving on. It really don't matter. Everybody love me, yeah, come on. Nobody can tell me why though, come on. They call me a local legend until they need someone to credit. But that's okay, 'cause they all sing my songs, and before too long I'll be famous.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
That was awesome, and I
Thank you.
can't wait for 2022 and see all of this on an album and to check it out.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much for helping me promote this and giving me the wine, having me a good time. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Hey, you got it. And thank you to everyone who tuned in today. Make sure you check out the links we've been posting. And in the meantime, 2 weeks from now, keep tabs on what has yet to come in terms of that Christmas release.
It'll be a good one. Trust me. I did a good job on it. I think it's going to sound good.
I'm excited. All right. Well, cheers. Thank you again, Joel. Thanks, everyone.
Thank y'all so much.